The Friday Night Football Frenzy is brought to you by Nichols College. Learn, lead, succeed. The Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by Bay State Savings Bank, the law offices of Joseph J. Carigula, Worcester State University, and Unibank.
Coming up this week on the Friday Night Football Frenzy, it's a big inter-high showdown as the North Polar Bears square off against Doherty. Swickle powers collide as Auburn visits Grafton. The Wachusett Mountaineers go on the road to face off with the Nashoba Chieftains. And Leominster travels to Dudley to battle Shepherd Hill. Time is a-ticking on the regular season. The frenzy begins right now.
The band, waiting all day today. Get on the field. Be on the frenzy. Be a part of it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Frenzy. Kevin Shea, Andy Lacombe, and it is playoff time essentially now for many teams in Central Mass. 2 weeks remaining in the regular season, including tonight. A lot of squads needing to win to get in. Some big games tonight all over.
A lot of movement in the power ratings today. Who's in, who's out with 1 week left in the regular season. We began with a game that had all kinds of implications in the big boy division of Division III. Wachusett going on the road, taking on Nashoba. Nashoba, a power team, and they've got a power coach. We go inside the locker room with the Chieftains for the pregame speech.
We have a game to win, okay? Everything we've worked for, where we are right now, is right in front of us. We control everything. We control our destiny. We control where we are, okay? We need to come out flying. We control everything. We are, right now, we are the #1 seed. We want that to continue. We need to come out flying from the start. Okay, flying from the start. We need a big start, and don't let up. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
All right, that was the first speech tonight. Our cameras weren't there for the second one. Nashoba hosting Wachusett. We thank Coach Tucker, as always, in Bolton. First quarter, Nashoba driving Sam Belinsky to breeze the Thrill Hill. And the Thrills down inside the Mountaineer 30. Nashoba drive would be stopped. Super sophomore Jake Nato. Big play in the backfield for the Mountaineers. Second quarter we go. Wachusett driving now. Sam Brewer spinning out of tackles. Remember, Brewer is the hero of week 1 against Doherty. He can flat out run it down to the 13, but the Chieftains would hold Wachusett on downs. So late in the first half, Belinsky hitting Max Perro. Perro rumbling. He's still on his feet. Takes a stick from the safety.
Wow.
At
Chuck
the 28, Wachusett, though, would stop Nashoba on 4th down. We were scoreless at the half. Nashoba gets the win tonight. 9-0, your final.
That's a big one. Noah Callery, just a freshman, and Doherty taking on North tonight from the General's Den. First quarter scoreless game. Callery on the quarterback run. Callery weaving through the defense, powers into the end zone. 7-0 Doherty. Second quarter, North driving. Christian Hines, a sophomore, to Kwaku Sapporo. Good gainer, but Doherty would block the North field goal attempt. Ensuing drive for Doherty. Herman Achimpong, power football. Great hole, great speed, taking it down to the 6-yard line. Jose Alicia, great hustle to make that tackle. Next play, Tejon Vassar, again, great blocking up front by Doherty. In for the touchdown, they have the 2-point conversion. It's 15-0 Highlanders. Next Doherty possession, Vassar gets great blocks from Evan Brunel and Achimpong. Vassar breaks the tackle, gets another block. Vassar down to the 1-yard line. And from there, it is Achimpong pounding it into the land of 6. 22-0 Doherty in front. Final 30 seconds of the half. Callery firing to Brunel. Check out the concentration by Evan Brunel. Ball pops up, and he grabs it. Maybe shades of the Patriots Super Bowl a little bit. Beautiful catch. Next play, Jose Robles follows his line into the end zone. Under 20 seconds to play in the half. Doherty scores to make it 29-0. They win 36-8.
You know, I don't think we used Land of 6 all last week. I checked. Hey, here's our old friend Dave Palazzi in Leominster visiting Shepherd Hill tonight. First quarter, Blue Devils, Patrick Gallagher on the keeper. And the QB can run, get some blocks downfield. He's going in for 6. 7-0 Leominster. early in this one. The Rams respond. Mick Sullivan. Mick, all I do is throw touchdown passes, Sullivan. More than 50% of his completions are touchdowns, and Cody Adams making it stand up on the screen. Beautifully blocked downfield. Adams for the touchdown. It's 7-7. Second quarter, Leominster pounding the ball. Adam Couch goes in. And the Blue Devils have a 14-7 lead. We got a fight here. Shepherd Hill, 4th and 7. At their own 35, they go for it. Sure. Gabe Dos Santos is loose. He's got to be a track guy. Watch how he finishes this one. He's there, through. The sophomore, 65 yards for the touchdown, tied at 14. And then it's Orlando Loggins getting to the quarterback. Rams get the win, 35-27 in a good one.
All right, what do we have? What do we have? We got Grafton and Auburn. 14-0 Grafton at the half. Third quarter, Grafton's Ryan Jack looking to throw. Brought down by John Pignataro for a loss of 6. Grafton then handing off to Jackson Sonnet. Sonnet swallowed up by a swarm of players, but he comes through the wash, and he's finally brought down by Pignataro.
I think I hear Griff next to our cameras.
And it's
Grafton's
Connor Driscoll, who runs it in for the touchdown. Drive took 9 minutes off the clock. 21-0 Indians in front. Fourth quarter. Auburn's Joseph Hopper handing off to Jack LaPearl. LaPearl gets to the outside. Gets a little downfield block, and LaPearl has a run of 30-plus yards. We count it. Auburn looking downfield. Matt Holbrook is there, though, and he high points the football and picks it off. Room service hop, and Holbrook's got it, and Grafton's got a win. 21-0, big one for the Indians tonight. Westborough and Shrewsbury, the Week of Lights finale out in Westborough.
You finally called it the right name.
First quarter, 3-0 Westborough. Shrewsbury throwing. Dumkeel Osigi. Great rush, hits the quarterback. Martin Moran picks it off. Good return, and Westborough's jacked and pumped. Then it's Michael Keogh. On the end around, Keogh breaks a tackle. He's got 6. 10-0 Westborough. Shrewsbury coming back. Drew Campanelli going up top to Chris Campbell. Great grab by Soup. And he's down at the 3-yard line. Second quarter, same drive. Jonathan White. White in for the touchdown. 10-7 game now. 3-point game. But Westborough answering. Peter Lamount uncorking the deep ball. Samuel Liss. Great grab, and he stays in bounds. Lamount. Play action. Watch Liss on this play. Coming out of nowhere, hauls it in, and then takes it in for the touchdown. Unreal concentration. 17-7 Westborough. Could we have an upset?
Dude is an athlete.
Colonials coming back. White scampering into the end zone. It's 17-14. Third quarter now. We stayed. White on the sweep in the hip pocket of his guard, Ryan Buckley, and he barrels into the end zone. 21-17 Shrewsbury, first lead of the game for the Colonials. Still in the third quarter. It is Campbell on the touchdown run. Shrewsbury up 28-17. That's your final. The Colonials win it 28-17.
They've got some dudes. Shout out to our guy, Tom Gilmore. Fitchburg and Groton Dunstable tonight, senior night for Groton Dunstable. First quarter, opening kick, Sal Figueroa fields the ball, and Sal,
he's just kicking up dust.
Oh, man. Sal's a mudder. Look at him go. Sal's going 100-plus.
Wow.
For the touchdown. Red Raiders take an early 7-0 lead. Fitchburg's next drive, Andrew Banks hands off to Figueroa. Figueroa weaving. Oh, my goodness, a huge block. Mercy. Figueroa
got to you.
Taking over. He's pointing out blocks just like in the movie The Program. Picked up 60 yards there. A few plays later, Figueroa just steamrolling. Oh, my goodness, Figueroa. Big-time game tonight. 14-0 Fitchburg. Crusaders with the ball. Freshman quarterback Jack Berry. The All-American great baseball player, Jack Berry, goes in for the touchdown. 14-7. They got a Little League named after him.
He's famous.
Brooks rolling to his right. Finding a wide-open Caleb Smith in the end zone. Fitchburg's up 21-7. Groton Dunstable fighting for playoff position. Looking to respond. The Fitchburg defense. Fitchburg also fighting for the playoff spot. Mike Nowd jumps the route, picks it off, and he's going the distance. Fitchburg up 28-7. They get the win tonight, 42-14.
All right. Well, you look at that Doherty win. It is huge for Doherty because they win at home. So now They are ahead of Wachusett. Coupled with that Wachusett loss, it puts Doherty in the driver's seat. They win next week, and they're in. They win, and they're in. Westborough, great fight with Shrewsbury tonight. A lot of great games here in this first block. Plenty more coming up after this.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is brought to you by the Sullivan Group, the Central Mass Safety Council, Nichols College, Verterra Nissan of Auburn, Interstate Battery, Worcester Railers Hockey Club, Holy Cross Athletics, Milford Federal, and Pucci's Fine Jewelry. All right, welcome back, everyone. A big Division 6 game. Maynard and Littleton, two of the top teams in Division 6. So who's going to come out on top? Who's going to have the upper hand going into the playoffs? They could meet again. It is Littleton hosting Maynard in the Battle of the Tigers. Third quarter, 22-6 Littleton. Mitch Bowden is on the move, and he will not be stopped. The 21-yard touchdown run gives Littleton a 30-6 lead. I think Bowden migrated from Acton. There's a lot of Bowdens in Acton, just saying. Ensuing Maynard pass, Tommy Smith. His dad was an Acton QB. Evades the rush, fires. But Ross Cutnam is right there, and he picks it off.
A lot of Acton type.
And the Littleton Tigers are in business, so they go up top. For Evan Lyons. To the Maynard 15-yard line. Beautiful throw and catch. Next play, Littleton running. It's a fumble. Great defense. Oh, Johnny Sforza on the return. Sforza takes it deep inside Littleton territory. Trust us. Our cameraman got blocked out. A few plays later, it is Smith. Finding Sean Primiano. Big name in Maynard football lore, the Primiano name. He's belted out of bounds at the 4-yard line to no avail as the drive stalls. Littleton wins it, though. 30-6, your final.
West Boylston and Narragansett, this is a big one tonight. I talked to an official, we will not name him. He said he spoke with a coach a couple times who was a little worried about Gansett. Well, West Boylston, hey buddy, we're up 17-0. Brian Mercier finds Aiden McNamara, 24-0 Lions. Now it's Damian Como, who's already set records this year for Narragansett, finds his receiver, but the ball's loose. Jonathan Lawrence recovers for West Boylston. You know, you have coffee with Mike Ross. Rossi, hey, buddy, you know, I don't know, buddy, I don't know. Jake Mott running the football and running hard for Narragansett. A couple plays later, it's Como looking upstairs. Lawrence, big play in the defensive secondary again for West Boylston. West Boylston gets the win, 30-0, your final.
Tantascwa and Northbridge. Wouldn't be a Northbridge game without the young Northbridge kids, future Rams.
Those kids love television.
That's Billy Jones for Tantascwa busting through. And Jones getting a big sack for the Warriors. The Rams, Jordan Fromont, making a huge catch on third down to keep the drive alive. Jake Stasinski firing it out there. Northbridge's Cullen McNeil powering his way into the end zone. Nice job by McNeil lowering the shoulder. And the Rams have an early lead. Northbridge keeping its foot on the gas pedal. All right, how do you do? The cheerleaders like it. All right, 21-0, Northbridge won. We lost it. Houston, we have lost mission control.
We cut to Murdoch. Milbury visiting Bartlett tonight. We'll try to get them all in. Third quarter, 13-6 Woolies. Bartlett keeping the drive alive with William Harding's second effort for a big first down. Same drive. It's Harding, the senior. Gets a block.
The Chief Justice.
Breaking 1, 2 tackles, and racing for the pylon, and he's in for a touchdown. Made it 13-12. Bartlett's going to go for 2. Milbury D bowing up. Look at Steve Richmond, 66, bottom of the pile with a good surge for the Woolies. Then they drive the other way. Anthony Greenwich hitting Noah Peterson for first down yardage. Same drive into the fourth quarter. It's Greenwich cutting back and going in for the touchdown. 19-12, Milbury. You know, the Woolies have like this porcelain lamb with like a winter hat that's on their bench now. It's like a Wooly. And how about Matthew LaRue sealing it with a pick? And look at his coach. Coach Richards is in the scrum. He's loving it. Woolies win, 19-12.
Abby Kelly coach Matt Lemire and quarterback Matt Kerr taking on Assabet tonight. Second quarter, 14-0 Assabet. Fourth down, Abby Kelly. Greg Asari, tough running, and he gets the first down. A couple plays later, Asari following his blocks to the land of 6. 14-6. Abby Kelly's on the board. And the Abby Kelly cheerleaders are jacked and pumped about it. Ensuing kickoff. It's a pooch kick. Good coverage by the Bears. Fumble. But it's a slippery pigskin. It's out of bounds, Assabet ball. It's a big play. Why? Because 2 plays later. Mark Juarez. Juarez breaking tackles and breaking away. Crank up that diesel. He's going the distance.
There's definitely a drought. Look at this. Look at this. The dust is kicking up.
20-6 now. Aztecs going for 2. Justin Phillips flushed out of the pocket. Scrambles and scores. It's 22-6. Assabet. Abby Kelly airing it out. And the Aztecs defense is ready. William Soto. High points the football. Picks it off. Assabet wins 35-6.
All right, there's the Southbridge Band on historic Harry J. McMahon Field tonight. Oxford in town taking on the Pioneers. Second quarter, 13-0 Oxford. And here's our guy, Nico Murray. Oh, nice block up front. Murray. He's just going to rumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. 65 yards for the touchdown. O-Town's up 20-0. More from the Pirates. This time, they go to the air. Ryan Walsh is open. Makes the catch. Going for 6. It's 26-0 Oxford. Third quarter action now. How about a little from Murray? Nico. Has Nico been on the frenzy? Oh, yeah. He's been on the frenzy.
A few times.
Nico, 60 yards for the touchdown. Dude is a stud. He can fly. Pirates get the win, 35-6.
All right, we got Leicester and Quabbin. Scoreless in the first quarter. Leicester's Daniel Merrow hands off to Kyle Padini. Padini, a great runner. He has been tearing it up the last 3 weeks. And he's tripped up by Myron Foote, who got him by the foot and saved a touchdown. But it's A.J. Brown. He goes up the middle into the end zone, 7-0 Wolverines. Now, Quabbin punting. Jack O'Neill is back deep for Leicester. O'Neill fields it around the 50-yard line. And O'Neill, wall left. Down the sideline he goes. Tiptoeing. He stays in bounds for the touchdown. 14-0 Leicester. Quabbins. Brendan Gillette passing to Jason Nye. Nice catch. Second quarter now. Leicester's Merrow looking downfield. Finds William Roberts, one of the great receivers in Central Mass, and there are a lot of them this year. Roberts hauls it in for a 50-yard touchdown. 21-0 Wolverines. Leicester goes on to win it 35-0.
Griff, a great nurturer, hasn't watered that field. The drought is on. Quabbin and Hudson in the Morgan Bowl. Third quarter, Hudson's up 16-6. The Panthers defense with a big play. Ryan Malkowski with the tackle.
He's a leader. He's a good leader
All
for Quabbin.
sides of the ball. Fourth quarter, Panthers offense heating up. Malkowski, QB sweep for the big gainer in the Hudson territory. Malkowski not done. Has he been on the frenzy? Oh, yeah, he's been on the frenzy. He's going to hit Colby Smith. Nice screen, well set up. In front, Colby deep inside Hawks territory. There was a flag on the play, but it's okay.
Hold on, he says.
Travis Lanford up the middle for the touchdown. Cuts the Hudson lead to 16-14, but the Hawks do get the win tonight over Quabbin, 22-16.
Friends, we have Gardner and Air Shirley tonight. First quarter scoreless game. Jaden Hamilton rumbling for a first down. And then it's the X-Man, Xavier Vargas, following his blocks as Air rolls out their version of Thunder and Lightning. And this drive ends with Thunder. Jaden Hamilton into the end zone. 7-0 Panthers in front. Next Air drive, QB Stephen Lawton. Looks like Cordell Stewart straddling the sideline. 46 yards to touchdown town. 14-0 Air. Dave Bolduc is back.
Deep into the bag of tricks there.
Second quarter now. Lawton going up top for Lucas Sargent. 48 yards for the score. And Air beats Gardner tonight. 48-0 your final.
Lunenburg and Murdoch, we had a little foreshadowing of this game. The cheerleaders ready for this one. They were earlier in the block. First quarter, Murdoch with the ball. The handoff, James Anderson to Sam Drake for the big gainer. A couple plays later, on fourth down, they're going for it. Anderson, the bomb to the end zone. Almost hooking up there. Good effort on the play. Next up, Lunenburg, Christopher Kostich. Hands off to Adam Peplowski. Peplowski with a big-time run. And it's Kostich looking to throw. hits a man in Jason Reynolds. The drive leading to a field goal to start. And we salute the special teams. Start the second quarter, that field goal is good. Lunenburg, though, gets the win. 16-7 is your final.
All right, so Assabet gets a big win tonight, but with that West Boylston win, Assabet is behind the Lions. They're doing their part. They got to win next week and hope for a West Boylston loss in order to leapfrog the Lions and get into the playoffs.
Oxford wins again. They're undefeated going into the Leicester game next week. Leicester does their part at home tonight. That'll be a big one next week for us to look forward to on the final week of the regular season.
Crazy to think that way. All right, more of the Frenzy coming your way right after this.
Ball Frenzy is presented by Bay State Savings Bank, the law offices of Joseph J. Carigula, Worcester State University, Worcester Railers Hockey Club, and Unibank.
All right, welcome back. Senior night in Northbridge. We didn't forget you. We had some technical difficulties, but we're coming back with the Rams, and you will see these highlights in their entirety, even if you are on the West Coast. All right, so here we go. The little kids are jacked and pumped. They're future Rams. First, we start with some Tantasco defense. The Warriors, Billy Jones, busting through. And Billy Jones has got himself a sack. Give him a helmet sticker. Now it's Jake Stasinski going deep to Jordan Froment. Froment with a nice grab coming back for the football. Keeping the drive alive. Cullen McNeil powering his way into the end zone, and the Rams have an early lead. Northbridge keeping their foot on the gas pedal. Dan Plant running up the middle and into the end zone. He's got 6. Some special teams action, too. Holden Eagleson diving and blocking the punt and giving Northbridge excellent field position. It's still 1/3 of the game, the special teams. And it was so nice, they did it twice. Dan Plant with that quarterback run up the middle into the end zone. Plant is a tough runner, eluding and slipping and through tackles. 21-0 Northbridge, a winner tonight. Now, last night, a Thursday night special, Marlboro and North Middlesex. First quarter, scoreless game. Devin Ron on the sweep. Ron, old school stiff arm. Get off me. Ron is gone. He's in for the touchdown. It's 7-0 Marlboro Panthers. North Middlesex's Josh LeBlanc, just a sophomore, firing to Reed Callahan. He's also a sophomore. Good grab, too. Takes a big shot from Abraham Garcia. Anytime you play Marlboro, you're going to get hit. 4th down. LeBlanc hooking up with Matt Haskins. He's another sophomore. Really young team, this North Middlesex squad. John O'Friel for the field goal. It's a 7-3 game. Ensuing kickoff. Garcia with a long return. Garcia slips some tackles, then gets great blocking, too. And he's got speed. Taking it down to the 10-yard line. It sets up Evan Doherty. Evan Doherty on the blast. Doherty's got the touchdown, 14-3 Marlboro. More from the special teams. Justin Bates coming in. He blocks the punt. Marlboro recovers. They're in excellent field position. And it sets up Ron. Ron powering into the land of 6. 21-3 Marlboro. Marlboro gets the win, 38-16.
All right, Worcester State is our game of the week. The Lancers hosting UMass Dartmouth. It is homecoming for Worcester State, who comes into this week 3-3. They're coming off a bye, Worcester State is, and in this league, it's win one week, don't win the next. It is the parity league right now in the MASCAC. Worcester State knows they need to win out, but they can't win out without winning this week.
Unfortunately, we're kind of where we should be, I think, the way we played. We started off early. We started off pretty well. Last 2, we had a tough game against Plymouth and obviously WestCon, who happen to be the 2 top teams in our conference. So, encouraged that, for one of them we played really well. But it's, our conference, it's just a slugfest, It's any week anybody can beat anybody.
The competition in this league definitely can vary on game to game. Like, anyone has a chance to win each game. You never know which team's going to be who. It doesn't matter their record, so you got to prepare every week and get better every week and keep working hard because you can't take anyone lightly.
First thing, we got to shut down their run game. Offensively, I think they're pretty good. And then we got to get back to last couple games offensively. We've been kind of sputtering a little bit last week. last game, I should say, against WestCon, we played better, so hopefully we just keep improving that way.
We know it's a big game. We know it's on the line. It depends on how this game goes. It's going to depend on how the rest of our season turns out.
All right, UMass, Dartmouth, and Worcester State. It's a 2 o'clock game. We've got it on delay at 7 o'clock. Full coverage of the Lancers and Corsairs tomorrow. And Kev, this is an offense for Worcester State. They like to run that pistol, high pace, and high energy, but they need to get them going a little bit tomorrow against UMass Dartmouth. Maybe try to set the tone early in this one.
Yeah, and they're going to look to their local guy, Orlando, who's been phenomenal for him offensively. He's such a clutch player. Nothing different than we saw when he was in high school, in Westborough High School, and he's carried that over right now to Worcester State University. And Brian Cullen, when they're going good, it's always the defense first setting the tone, but it's a high-powered offense that stretches the field. Look for the Lancers to take some shots deep and stretch the field tomorrow.
And Brian Cullen, the head coach, on the defensive side of the coaching staff for the first time since like 2008. And he likes the way that D is playing. Orlando is the leading receiver on offense. We're back with Man of the Match right after this.
All right, Man of the Match time. My Man of the Match goes to West Boylston's Corey Shea. In the first half, he rushed for a touchdown. He had a touchdown reception, and he had an interception. They ran a little Wildcat offense with Shea running the show, so he was a huge part of WB racing out to a 24-0 lead in the first half. West Boylston wins. They needed that win to keep their playoff hopes alive. Corey Shea is my Man of the Match.
No relation. My Man of the Match is Anthony Greenwich, the quarterback for Millbury, accounting for 3 touchdowns tonight in a game Millbury absolutely had to have to keep their playoff hopes alive. They play Auburn next week. A win there might get them in. They still have some work to do, but Greenwich, 3 touchdowns tonight against a very tough Bartlett team. He threw for one, and he threw some big passes as well, converting a 4th down play in that third quarter to help keep a drive going.
Yeah, how about Westborough, though? Every time they have those temporary lights, the Westborough football team plays huge. They had that big upset win over Wachusett a couple years ago. They always seem to play the Giants huge. When they get those permanent lights in, look for the Rangers to be at the top of the heap because they love playing on Friday night at home. They had a great effort tonight against Shrewsbury, and hats off to the Colonials for coming back in that game. A lot of poise. That's a veteran team. They didn't panic.
Shepherd Hill, they like to play the game and count the score at the end. Last week, it wasn't a result they liked. They got smashed, basically, by St. John's. They come back. Leominster's a good team. They haven't won a game. Leominster's a good team. You see Leominster in person, you realize they're not a winless looking like team, and that's a big win for the boys, Cody Adams and company over there at Shepherd Hill. Leominster they passed the look test.
Yeah, don't judge
They're
a book by its cover,
games
and
right
don't
now.
judge Leominster by their record. They are a very good team. They're just having a tough season. Nashoba, huge win tonight against Wachusett. Those are 2 teams that play a similar style. They want to run first, even though Nashoba's done a lot more passing this year, so has Wachusett. Big black and blue game and a huge feather in Nashoba's cap to win that one tonight.
And Nick Saban and Grafton McMahon and Grafton continue to roll. They got it going. The defense is going to keep them up in a lot of games. They just need to push a couple touchdowns across, and they should be okay. They got a good win over Auburn tonight.
All right, tomorrow night, 7 p.m., we will see you from Worcester State University. The U looking for a win.